Hey everyone, welcome home. Today I'm around 3 miles from Worcester city centre on the brand new St Modwen development called Pear Tree Fields, and I have this unbelievable property to show you today. It's called The Main, and there are so many features of this house that I think you're going to love, so let's head inside. So as we walk into the entrance hall, it's super bright and light. That's one thing that you'll notice about this property, is that there is no shortage of light. Yeah, look at this. So St Modwen as a whole, what they really like to focus on is open plan living, and it's actually really cool because you can choose to add walls if you'd like to. So just when you pick your options, if you buy a new build, you pick worktops, flooring, bathrooms, you get to choose whether you want to put like a wall to separate the living space from the dining space and the kitchen, which I think is awesome, because generally with kind of other new builds, you can't take the walls out unless you did it after you've purchased. So I think it's a really cool option. So we're currently in the living space right now, and the lighting, honestly, throughout this property, the windows are massive. It features a lot of floor to ceiling windows, as you will see. But yeah, we're in the living space right now, light, bright, airy and wide space. So walking through, we come through to what is currently the dining, kitchen, and then kind of like a snug space, which I think is really nice. So you could easily pop a wall here or do kind of like a, you know, like crystal doors that everyone's into at the moment to separate the space, and you still have like the width of the house back here. So right here we have the kind of snug living area. This home is very impressive. There's so many things in the area. We're, like I said, 3 miles from Worcester city centre. We're really near the train station for if you were going to commute. And we're literally, I think the drive itself from the M5 was like 4 minutes. So, and also surrounded by fields. It's incredible. I mean, I will show you the view. You are looking out onto fields, and yeah, it's magical. So yeah, through to what they're currently using as the dining space, and we've also got bifold doors behind you. And then we come into this unbelievable kitchen space. Of course, with any new build, you can pick, like I was saying, your optional extras, your upgrades. St Modwen offer a lot of upgrades. This worktop is one of the upgrades. I really like this. Something like for me with kitchens, I just like the worktop's so important to me. And I think this is a really nice one because it's just plain, but it's not like, it's still textured, but it's like a bright white without having too much going on. So as you can see, the storage in this kitchen is unbelievable. Like, can you believe this? I love a good long cutlery drawer. We've got some pan drawers, the gas hob, and the appliances are mainly integrated. You can switch out your appliances, but yeah, something they really focus on is seamless living, and that continues through to the integrated appliances. But this is just a really nice space. Like, it feels massive. The ceilings are really high, and it's definitely like an entertaining property. I don't mean like kind of, you know, entertaining young people having a party. I mean, like, if you have your family, you can just, you know, you be cooking in the kitchen and maybe your kid will be chilling on the sofa, and then your other kid will be chilling on that sofa. Like, there's so much space to kind of hang out and socialize. And as well, as you'd probably expect in a property of this size, there is a utility room. It is a really good size utility with a back door. And as you can see with even the back door, there's so much light coming through. So yeah, really nice size utility. You can fit everything you need in here, and it just means you don't have to have your washing machine tumble dry in the kitchen, which is something that really bugs me. The amount of places I've lived where the washing machine and tumble dryer are in the kitchen and it's just so loud. I want to be able to shut the door on it and never think of it ever again. So the whole property, as you can imagine, loops round because it is the open plan feel. So we are walking through into the hallway. and we have the downstairs cloakroom, which is a good size. It's super wide, but not too big where you feel like you're wasting space. It's a really nice size. And the storage in this property has actually been really well thought out too. So we have an under the stairs cupboard, which goes back all the way that way and that way, so that's great. I mean, you'd end up putting probably shoes in there or something like that. And then moving through to what they've got currently set up as the office, study kind of room. You could have this as a snug, a playroom. I think especially when you've got a property that's like as open plan as this one, it's nice to have this room that you can then close the door on. So maybe you would want to use this as a playroom and then shut the door on it. Or if maybe you work from home and you want to get away from the main living space, it's a great place to do this. So I hope you're impressed so far. I definitely am. I walked in and I was like, wow, it's really refreshing to see a new build that not only has the typical kind of things they focus on, like good proportion rooms, high ceilings and light, but there's like character. And I like the fact that you have the option to have the open plan or like put a wall in. But the real stars of the show are actually upstairs. So let me show you. So coming up the stairs, this is such a bright and airy space. It's a really wide space as well. It's very impressive. So like I said, the stars of the show are up here. And normally in kind of properties, the best bits are downstairs and, you know, there's not much happening upstairs, but look at this. I cannot believe this. When I walked into this property, I saw the window from the outside. I was like, oh, that's nice. And then we came upstairs and I was just so incredibly impressed by the window. It feels super grand. The light it lets in is amazing. And this side, look at the ceiling. You walk up the stairs and there's no kind of claustrophobic box shape with this property. You walk up the stairs and it's just so unbelievably impressive. It just feels massive. So there are 4 bedrooms in this property and this is the first. Well, these are beds 3 and 4 technically. And like I said, there's more impressive things in this property. It's a gorgeous room. The windows are super wide, really bright, and you can have optional wardrobes built in, and we have more storage. And then we move through into the Jack and Jill bathroom, which I just think is the most fantastic idea. I just think this is really cool. Why would you not do this? And it kind of separates the 2 bedrooms nicely. And I guess if you were kind of a typical family, you would probably have these as like the kids' bedrooms. And then you can have the kids' bathroom. It's really great. And then coming through, we have the other bedroom, which mirrors the one we've just been into. I guess typically you put the kids in these bedrooms, wouldn't you? Which I would be so happy to be in here as a child. As you can see, there's plenty of space in this room. There is a double bed, bedside tables, and then there's space for wardrobes as well. I personally would probably pick to do the optional extra of having the built-ins, because that would come out to pretty much the same place, and it would just, I think it's a great use of space. But yeah, this is a really good shaped room, firstly, a very good size room. And the windows, I don't know if the windows in here are standard. They feel wider because they just let in so much light. But yeah, I think the Jack and Jill bathroom is just such a great idea. And then we move out onto the hallway and let me show you bedroom 2. Yeah, this is bedroom 2, a really good sized room. Again, the windows are super bright. The rooms are really, really good shapes, and the ceilings, oh, I mean, as you can see, are super, super high. And then out on the corridor here, out in the hallway, we have the family bathroom, which technically I guess would only be used by bed 2 because you've got the Jack and Jill bathroom in there. So really, you've got essentially your own ensuite, which is like very luxe. When I was younger and I went to a friend's house and they had a separate bath and shower, I'd be like, oh my gosh, you're rich, you're rich. So a really, really good sized bathroom. Everything just feels like it's been so well finished in this property. It feels really well done and it's just so spacious. So I haven't even shown you the primary bedroom yet, but we do also have more storage off the hallway. So there's a little kind of shallow cupboard there that you could probably put some shelves and some towels and things like that. And then we have another cupboard here for, I guess, your vacuum, something like that. Whatever you want to put in there. My favorite one in apartments is to say suitcases. In houses, put your towels in there. And then we come through to the primary bedroom. Again, an incredible size with built-in wardrobes as standard. I just don't know why you wouldn't do the built-ins, because like if you're buying a new build property and you have the option, I've lived in new builds like pretty much, well, until I got my place now that's older, and I just would kick myself if I lived there and I was like, and there wasn't a wardrobe. You can put so much in these, and any of the bedrooms in the places that I lived in that didn't have them, I would just get so frustrated because you have to get chunky furniture when these are just so good for like space saving. So this is the master. We obviously have an ensuite. It's a very good size ensuite with a double width shower, and yeah, it's been finished really nicely. We have a towel rail, and then there's just so many things about this property that make it different. And I love different, especially when it comes to new builds. So you actually have a balcony. Like I mentioned when we were sat downstairs, the development here is surrounded pretty much in every direction by fields. So not only are you looking out onto that, you can come out here in the morning and actually feel like you're in nature. It's unbelievable. I'm looking out onto just fields and fields and fields, yet I'm in a new build property. I just think it's unbelievable. So there's actually, like, there's obviously other properties on this development, and we have another one coming up soon to show you, which is a 3-bed. It's a very different property, so subscribe if you want to see that. And yeah, any other info that you feel like you want to know will be linked down below in the description box. If you feel like we've missed anything on this property, it's probably over on our Instagram. And yeah, I hope you're as impressed as I am. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I just love the window, I love the balcony. I just think it's really, really cool to see a new build done so differently. So thank you so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!